Yo, what's up? This your boy Derek Branch of same discussions on Strike Seven Sports, and I just want to talk about how the best wide receiver prospects in this year's NFL draft can line themselves in the Saints offense. Now, to me, in this video, I narrowed it down to four prospects, and I'm probably going to talk about two other ones as well. But for right now, I think these are the top four wide receivers that I believe will do great things in the Saints offense if they get picked by the Saints at either 16 or 19. Because I don't think either one of these guys, are gonna go past the first round. One of them may go into the second, but I don't think he's gonna be available that long. So we'll see. All right, here we go. All right, man. First one, I think the best prospect in this draft, best wide receiver prospect, is Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State. And here's my reason why. You can play him on the inside in the slot, or you can play him on the outside, and he could become your WR1, man. Got those long arms, pretty good after the catch, good at contesting passes, jump balls, all that good stuff. Kind of similar. When I watch him play, his footage and reading the scouting report on him, he reminds me of a DeAndre Hopkins, man. A guy that's gonna get it regardless of who the quarterback is, man. He's gonna put up big numbers, win a lot of one-on-one battles, could play him in the multiple roles on the team, and he's gonna dominate. And I think if you had to with the Saints, if you had to come to the Saints, Garrett Wilson, I think he would do great things in this offense as a wide receiver. He could be a one or two. He could hold it down. I believe he's the type of player that could hold it down with or without the presence of Michael Thomas on the team. It's just plain and simple, man. Garrett Wilson was I think he eclipsed 1,000 yards at a time at Ohio State, along with Jackson Smith and Jabba. Chris Oliver was another player that they had, great player on that offense that did pretty well. But Garrett Wilson, I think, is the best prospect in the draft, and he's my number one guy that I think if you had to be looking at wide receivers that would fit this offense, it would be him. Number two, Jameson Williams out of Alabama. And it's just that simple, man. You let this guy get past the defender, defensive back, he catches the football, he's gone to the house. Plain and simple, man. This guy's NFL game changing speed, man. He's a burner. He will bring an element to the Saints offense that we have not seen in a long time. Probably since Brandon Cooks, been a guy that can just take it to the house, get open, make big plays, catch the ball, to get separation, and just be that guy that can take the top off of defense, man. A guy that can flip the field. You can put him on punt returns. A whole bunch of things you can do with this guy, man. He will really put a stress on the defense, man. And that's what the Saints need. I've been saying this for a while, man. The Saints just need a core wide receivers that can just stress out a defensive coordinator, that can get separation, win in contested battles, and a guy that can, you know, help put up points, help be productive on offense. A guy that can, get a quick strike, that can score points. And I think Jameson Williams can do that. Now, I was interested, man. I just recently found this out about Williams. Is that I didn't know he was with Ohio State. He was with Ohio State last year in 2020. So he was with Jackson Smith and Jogba, Chris Olave, and Garrett Wilson. So you had like four really good wide receivers on one roster, man. And I guess Williams was the odd man out. He goes to Alabama and just tears it up. And unfortunately, he had that torn ACL injury in the national championship game. So I think, man, the Saints take him. I'm okay with waiting till he recovers from that injury because I think he's that good. He brings that much. He brings that much to the offense, man. He's a guy that is worth waiting for while he recovers from that injury. And from what I'm hearing, that he's on track to recover soon. So if he's there at 16 or 19, we gotta take him. But if it wasn't for that injury, man, the Saints would probably have a slim chance of taking him because I think he would have been a top five pick, a top five, top eight pick in the draft. Because I think he's that good. He can change. He's a game changer. So Jameson Williams at number two out of Alabama. Number three, I think you already know who it is, man. Chris Olave out of Ohio State, D. Ohio State University, man. This guy, when I watched him this year, man, he's special, man. Dude can get open. He catches passes. He can get separation. Pretty good at the slot. Pretty much, he is a WR2, man. He's a reliable WR2, and he will fit in perfectly with the Saints offense, man. Perfectly. Based on what I've seen of the guy, polished pass catcher, dependable, could easy at really he's really good at tracking down passes, tracking down deep balls. Um, you know, could get separation. Pretty much does it all, man. He doesn't have that blazing speed like Jameson Williams, but he can do it. But he can get after it, man. If you let him get behind a defensive back in a situation, he can take it to the house, man. But what I've seen him done, man, um, I've seen him, pretty much excel at adjusting to catching the football. Good at tracking the football, those deep passes. Um, got good hand work. You know, you good a guy that can catch passes, keep players alive, keep the chains moving. Productive, really a good productive receiver, man. A guy that would I think a guy that where Jameis Winston could benefit a lot from having him on his offense, man. Hopefully, man, with this guy, with one of these wide receivers, we have someone that can finally, open up more opportunities for Marquez Callaway. Because I think that's like the biggest. He's going to be the biggest beneficiaries of having a new wide receiver in this offense, man. Because I think he is at best a number three. You know, but hopefully, man, going into year three, he'll be much improved in this offense. But Chris Olave will help out a lot, man. Help this offense, this team a lot, man. So Olave at number two. Finally, Traylon Burks out of Arkansas. This guy, man, look, I would prefer him over Drake London, man. Over Drake London. Drake London to me is more like I think we already got that in Michael Thomas with Drake London, man. You know what I'm saying? What he can do. I understand his catch radius is off the chain. He's pretty reliable in the slot, but he's kind of slow to me, man. But I like Traylon Burks, man. This guy has speed. He can turn 5-yard plays into 85-yard touchdown scores. You can put him inside the slot. You can put him on the outside. Put him in another bunch of other situations on the team. And he can excel, man. I just think he's reminding me of Terrell Owens, man. 6'3", big size, good size on him, can catch passes. You know, reliable in the offense. Just remind me he's that type of player, man. That can play like Terrell Owens, man. You know. I know say he played 77% of the snaps in college was at the slot position, but he still learned how to use his body to shield off defenders, and he's a pretty good blocker. When the Saints, and the Saints like wide receivers that can block, you know. But overall, he can be an outside threat. I think his ceiling is, to me, he could be a WR1 on a lot of football teams. And if you had to come to the Saints, I think if Michael Thomas had to go down with another injury. I think a guy like Traylon Burks could come in and hold it down, and could possibly make Michael Thomas expendable, man. But I just think he is just a really good wide receiver, man. He could be a mismatch for a lot of defensive backs, man, because of his size, because of what he can do, because of the things he can, the dynamics he brings to the football team, and he's just way better than what I've heard, been what the scouting reports have said about him. Now, people like Dan Brugler compared him to a linebacker size Debo Samuel in a similar scheme. I could agree with that, man, but I don't think. I think he's more. I think he's a little more faster than Debo Samuel, man. I think you could do a little more with him compared to Debo Samuel, man, on the outside. You know, and also, man, you could use him in the backfield too, coming out of the backfield as a running back. So that's interesting as well, man. But I like this guy, man, and all four of these guys could do well in the Saints offense based on their skill set, based on the things they can do. Another guy that I like is Wendell Robinson. I like Sky Moore out of Western Michigan. Jahan Johnson is great as well. But my four guys right now are Garrett Wilson, Jameson Williams, Chris Oliver, and Traylon Burks. So we'll find out how everything plays out a few days from now in the 2022 NFL Draft, which starts on Thursday, I believe. So the mock draft will be back. I'll be bringing out the mock draft on the website probably on Tuesday or Wednesday. That'll be the final mock draft, full 6 rounds. Um, 6 rounds, all picks. I have it with no trades because I don't know yet. It's hard to determine what they're gonna do in that situation. The rumors is that they could possibly move up to get an offensive tackle that they like, but other chances are that those tackles could fall to them, so they might have to move up at all. But we'll find out. All right, that's all I have for y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel about these wide receiver prospects, how they align in the Saints offense. Also, if you got any names I didn't mention, please list them in the comment section. Also, in the description box below, check out strike7sports.com/Saints for latest content on the New Orleans Saints organization. Have a blessed day. Peace. I'm out. Who that?